Hello and one and all, and what is up, guys? I'm back. It's good to be back on my channel after some collegeness, but after Easter break, I will eventually need to get into it, and then I'll finish forever. Anyways, this time I shall be reviewing the newest John Wick film in the series, and that is John Wick 4. Yeah. Which of course once again stars Keanu Reeves as John Wick. You of course have Lance Reddick, rest in peace. And then you have Donnie Yen and Bill Skarsgård, if that's Skarsgård. I can't pronounce his name properly, but yeah, he plays the villain in it. And so, guys, if you've been following my channel, you know I love the action genre. The action is like my go-to genre. It has me the most invested, and not only that, you also need to have a compelling story with it, and also to have unique filmmaking involved in it. And I myself love the John Wick films. That first film has such a compelling story, which is why action movies need a compelling story, not just about their action, but also story. And those two sequels, Chapter 2 and Chapter 3, Parabellum, are great sequels. I love them. The only problem I have with the second film was the villain, who was just a bit of a generic, not talking much villain, but hey, I love the first three, and each of those movies were on my best. Would have been on my best films if I was discussing the years that came out in. Same thing applies to John Wick Chapter 4. Oh my god. This is probably one of the best theatre experiences I've ever had. Like, for a 2-hour and 49-minute movie that felt basically the same length as these other ones here, even though the first film was 1 hour and 41 minutes long, and these two here were roughly over 2 hours. This film, it's just under 3 hours long, and it does not feel like it, guys. Even though people are just still, have not learned the lesson, going, oh, why do movies have to be so long now these days? Are they just wrecking the usual length of movies? Well, that's just the nature of it. Otherwise, you're into the wrong hobby, pretty much. Something what I'm used to, a movie as long as it really needs to be, And I loved everything about John Wick Chapter 4. I think it's on par with the first film, if not possibly better. So it's very, very close. I love all 4 of these movies, including this new one. So, I was really excited for this movie. This was easily one of my most anticipated movies. It was very rare now these days to have a really good 4th installment in a series. But this is a prime example of it. Keanu Reeves, as always, is amazing as John Wick. Like, he and Tom Cruise and some other actors who haven't probably mentioned are like the only remaining action stars, working today. I don't really think Daniel Craig is an action star anymore after playing the Bond character, but hey-oh. And I really love the characters in here. And Lance Reddick, again, rest in peace, who unfortunately doesn't have much to do, but I do love his time in the John Wick series, and he was great here. And you also have Donnie Yen, who's basically part of the powerful players, where basically John Wick is fight against the highest global powerful enemies in the world, from New York, Paris, to Japan, to Berlin. It's so good. And honestly, though, you could get a spin-off of this character. Honestly, though. And I also love the villain, Bill Skarsgård, as we all know, who plays Pennywise in the It remake and that second movie. And guys, those action scenes in the movie, like the final act of the movie, is non-stop action. I have never seen so much action in a third act. Like, it is crazy. I'm not really counting superhero movies. I'm just talking about, just standalone action movies, just straight up action movies. And John Wick Chapter 4 has quite possibly the most action scenes I've ever seen in a third act. Those first few acts, or a couple of acts, however you want to do it, there's all great character development and some action here and there. When it gets to the final act, it's action non-stop. It's crazy. If you haven't seen the other ones, I am gonna spoil them for you, so that's your warning. So in the end of the third one, John Wick loses his finger. Well, not exactly near the end, but halfway through the movie, he loses his finger. And then Lawrence Fishburne is saying to Keanu Reeves, John Wick, asks him, "Are you pissed?" And then John Wick's like, "Yeah." Like, that is some cliffhanger right there, which truly leads to this movie. I mean, the first film didn't really have much of a cliffhanger. It was just pretty much just a normal ending. I mean, and the second movie, although wasn't really much of a cliffhanger, but the third film does take place moments after the second film anyway. So does Chapter 4 from Chapter 3, Parabellum. It's just I'm just so glad to be seeing a good movie after Quantum Mania and Fear of the Gods, which weren't so good in my opinion. But if you're probably which I like more, Fury of the Gods is alright, I think. But yeah, anyways, getting off topic. But yeah, overall, guys, John Wick Chapter 4, it blew me away. And even if action's not your genre, I would recommend you watch the other John Wick movies in order to watch this. But see this as soon as you can, guys, especially if you're an action movie fan. And if you love a really long 3-hour movie, even though it is just under 3 hours, but it technically may feel like that for some people. For me, it didn't. It flew by. And I think we should just retire on all this complaining, saying, "Oh, movies are so long now these days." All right, they're as long as they should be. Respect the filmmakers. Well, as much as you can, obviously, but yeah, I love John Wick 4. It's easily my favorite film of the year so far, but there's probably going to be some more coming out. So, but yeah, go see John Wick 4. It's that good. I don't have anything wrong with this movie. I can't think of a negative thing about it at all. It's one of the best action movies I've seen in like 5 to 10 years. It's so good. Go and watch it. There you go. That was my review on John Wick 4, Chapter 4, sorry. So comment down below, let me know below what you guys think of John Wick Chapter 4, and also comment down below, let me know below what is your favorite of the John Wick movies, or you can do a ranking of them. A quick ranking of them in the comments. Let me know below down there. Let's have a great discussion. But yes, guys, I'm back. I don't know how often I will do this, but I'll try to bring some classics as well. But I am doing my best, as I always say. But if you're new to my channel, I'm a movie reviewer from the UK. I like to do movie reviews, classic stuff occasionally on special occasions. But as always, guys, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share this video, and notify that bell before you leave. And as always, until my next video, I shall see you then, and peace.